A live look from Ames, Iowa, Jack Trice Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Iowa State Cyclones. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's going for it all. Leap and grab for a big gain. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get down.
And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to the counter. He's got the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cyclone! Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached Peter.
This offense is explosive, and it does not take them a lot of time. Huge play early in the game, sets up that rushing touchdown. This guy is very dangerous. He has a nose for the end zone, and that's not going to be the last time you see him with the football in his hands. This defense, they better recover. They better get on the sidelines. They better get on the same page, because they are getting blitzed here early, and the scoreboard already lighting up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Second and long here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Left side, it's Barnes. gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Shoots it to the left. That one's not even close.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, know where to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Rayner. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Driven back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Complete left side, Coleman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well give it to him again. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Got stuffed on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Selling the fake. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rayner. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They boot it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the returner will be brought down. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got the first down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Going to the run, it's Hawkins. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. They put the brakes on it. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Gets rid of it.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The snap sets up the throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From deep, it's Bailey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick give. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Just got rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll go hurry up here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Moving the pocket, it's Rayner. Escapes the pressure going right. Unloads to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. This is going to be a tough field goal try, 55 yards and from the left hash. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 3 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's Missouri on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Still looking. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense come.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma State! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Bailey. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Look out! Trying to get rid of it.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. On the move. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. Got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big.
He unleashes a long one. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Going with the ground game left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. He'll try to do it himself. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
Hand off from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They've been running it, but now the pass. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Cowboys. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bailey. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Now the toss. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State sending the offense back out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Changing the routes with his receiver. Drops back. It's Rayner. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Under pressure. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll just down it right there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yeah, and you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Pass to 6. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand it to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Now the toss. There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.